Hey Royals, this is Mademoiselle Mosley again. I hope everybody's doing fine this evening. Most of you guys already know that I live my life for the great I am. I love him. He loves me. And he helped me to understand life on a greater level. You can't live your life for people because people are never satisfied. Um, they misinterpret. Most people don't communicate well to let you know what you need to know and how you need to know it. They expect you to read signs and wonders and things of that magnitude. But it's cool. Everybody got their time for learning. But I thought about something today, um, how God has blessed me to live my life on a higher light. When I say that, I used to always, when I was, going through my climb, I used to think about the scripture where he would say, pray for your enemies. And I was like, okay, well, why should I pray for them? They're my enemies. He said, pray for them because they don't even understand that the thing that they're doing now is going to affect everything that they want to do in the coming. And God let me know too. Like, see, I'm gonna tell you something. Like, when you serve God, my this is my knowledge. I don't know how anybody else feels about Him or who serves Him. I'm not telling people who to serve and who not to serve. That's not my job. My job is to do my service, what I was chosen to do. Um, when He say pray for your enemies, because when He strikes, nobody's safe. See, people don't see God like that. They see him as, oh, forgiving and loving. He is. But just like you and me, just like anybody in this world that have any sense, you don't want nobody messing with your children. Your children trying to do right and live life right, and people be doing things. I'm somebody's child. Even though I'm grown, well grown, you're somebody's child. So why would you mess with somebody else's child when you don't want nobody messing with yours? They might be full grown, but they still someone's child. They're a grown adult, but they're still somebody's child. And God says pray for your enemies because when he strikes, see, the thing about it is, this is what's so silly to me. People go around doing things to people and they got children and grandchildren, and you don't think about that something could happen to them because you're trying to hurt one of God's children. God ain't trying to hurt nobody. I don't think his thing is to do that. But when you're doing a disservice to someone that he loves, that serves him, you better get nervous. You better get real nervous. You might not never seen him before because maybe you didn't mess with a child that he gonna do that for. You need to be careful what you do. I don't even understand people doing stuff to people. Leave people alone. I done said this so many times. You don't know people. You don't know how people live their lives and what kind of relationship they got with God. But then, so anyway, get to back what I was saying. Then I understand when he said, pray for your enemies. See, a lot of us right now are living under curses because somebody in our family did something that they had no business doing. See, a lot of them made vows with entities and things that they became a slave to. They gave up their freedom to become a slave so they could be master over somebody else. Did you get that? They gave up their freedom to something to become a slave, to be master over someone. What? Now, once you become a slave to something, your children are born into slavery. And they don't even know. They ain't even one took the vow. They ain't even said none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Once it's good, better, and different because you're the authority over them. You're their covering. So everything you do falls on them. They ain't even, man, they didn't even got an umbrella. You know what I'm saying? And you making it rain on them. They don't even got no umbrella. What is that? Are you thinking? Are you thinking? So a lot of us are living under curses and going through stuff, and we wonder, why are we going through this? Why is my life this way? Whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm saying? Because your parents, your grandparents, you know what I'm saying? Your great aunties and uncles and doing stuff because maybe, now just maybe, they didn't understand what we know today, but we're getting it. We got a lot more ways of getting knowledge and understanding and reading books about things that happen to people that do this and do that and this and that and the other. They didn't have them books of references. You know what I'm saying? We got that and we still, what? So just think about that, man. Think about your kids. Think about your grandkids when you start moving and doing stuff and hurting people and doing undercover things, being shysty and fraudulent and deceptive. And man, think about that. Don't just do anything because you in the moment of feeling emotional. Think about it. Because like I said earlier, a lot of us are going through curses in life because of somebody did something, like I said earlier. They gave up their freedom to become a slave to something so they could be the master over somebody. What? Master yourself. Master yourself, and maybe somebody will submit to you. If you know self, and then if you know self, then they can know the self that you are. How can you submit or commit yourself to somebody that don't know who they are? Nah. Now, if you read in the word, God had to send curse breakers. He had to send a curse breaker in the bloodline to go through and make a U-turn in his family so they could become prosperous. You know, not just financially, spiritually, physically, mentally. You know what I'm saying? And this person is going through all of this for the great turnaround. Because somebody did something that they didn't have no business doing, bring this family to ruin. Now, that's why you got to do all that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's good. It's good. It's good. You can do it. You strong. You mighty in God. And when he is your strength, you can't be weak. You can't be weak because he's not weak. He said in his word, well, you are weak, I am strong. That's why we abide in him. He said, where you are weak, I am strong. And we as people have become a slave to this world and the things in it. But he said this, and I'm going to let you go after I see this thing right here. He told us to go and have dominion over the earth. Subdue it. But we let the world dominate us. He gave us dominion over the world. He said, go and subdue. Have dominion over the world. And we let the world dominate us. That don't even go together. But I hope that helped y'all. And I hope y'all think about what y'all do and what y'all say. You know, people y'all target. Just all kind of things you be doing that just, it really has nothing to do with anybody else. But you don't feel, good about yourself. So you mess with people who you think feel good about themselves. But you don't know how far they come to get to this point. You know what I'm saying? Instead of worrying about other people, get yourself straight. Don't worry about what's on their plate. You got enough on your plate to keep you eating for a lifetime. Don't worry about what's on their plate. Eat what's on your plate. Chew your food up real good. Swallow it. And this is one good thing. I'm saying, don't talk while you're eating, because you could choke. So, like I say, get it before it gets you. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm out.